Hello guys, now we'll be doing another topic from 3D geometry. Previously we did three topics, direction ratios and direction cosines. Then we did equation of a line passing through a point and parallel to a given vector. Yes, and then we did equation of a line passing through two points. Okay, now we'll be seeing that how do we find angle between two lines. Okay, now you should very well know how to write lines in the vector form as well as the Cartesian form. Okay, from vector form you should be able to come to Cartesian form, from Cartesian form you should be able to go to vector form. This is very important. If you are not able to do this, go and see the previous two videos very nicely, understand direction ratios and direction cosines, and how we represent Cartesian, how can we represent Cartesian equation in vector form and vector equation in Cartesian form. Okay, so once you are clear with that, then only come to this video. Now you can clearly see that now we will be doing angle between two vectors or two lines. Now you can clearly see that the vector form here, you can see this vector. Look at this equation of the line. Here we have a and b vector, so I have written a vector as x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. This means the point is in L1. Here there is the point, okay, in L1. Now similarly L2 has A2. Now A2 is x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. That point is present here in this line. Okay, and B1 and B2 are the parallel vectors. So how I have written B1 and B2. B1 you see A1 I cap plus B1 j cap plus C1 k cap. I have assumed it. Don't confuse between a vector and a. Don't confuse between a1 vector and a1. A1 vector is a vector. A1, B1, C1 are the direction ratios here. Okay, A1 vector, B1 vector are the vectors which will be on this line and this line, L1 and L2. Okay, but A1, B1, C1 are the direction ratios of this. A2, B2, C2 are the direction ratios of this B2 vector. Okay, so don't confuse between them, they are different. This is different in them, see. Okay, so be clear. Okay, now the vector from the equation can be expanded like this. You can see. Now with the help of this I can write the Cartesian form also. Yes, see, x minus x1 from this one, y minus y1, z minus z1, and denominator will be direction ratios of this. Similarly line 2 will be x minus x2, y minus y2, z minus z2, and denominator will be a2, b2, and c2. Clear it? You can clearly see that. Now you can focus on this. If I want to find the angle between these two, and these two lines are parallel, this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. So the angle between this and this is the same as angle between this and this. Okay, so I'll be finding the angle between B1 and B2. Okay, so if this is theta, that is, if this is theta, this angle will also be theta. So what I'll do, I'll take dot product, because if I want to find angle between two vectors we use dot product, that is cos theta. So you can see I said that we will be finding the angle between the parallel lines. So parallel lines are parallel vectors are B1 and B2. You can clearly see that B1 and b2. So what I did, cos theta, from vectors chapter you know that I can write it like this, okay, and already b1 is, you know what is b1, and b2 you know from here, okay, and modulus will be square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. So if I shuffle them, shuffle means we don't need to shuffle, just multiply this one and this one. I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, k dot k is 1, others will be 0. So you know that, and this is what we get, okay. So this is our angle between two vectors. Now let's see an example based on this. Now see, let's find the angle between the lines. This is given to us and this is given to us, okay. So using this I have written the Cartesian form. It's very easy, you should understand how to write. See, x minus 3 divided by the coefficient of this 1 equals to y minus 2, y minus because here there is plus, okay, and the equation has minus already, divided by this 2, there is a minus, so here is a minus, so y plus 4 because already there is a minus, and when you multiply this minus 4 it becomes plus, divided by 2. So this is the Cartesian form. So you should understand how to change it in the Cartesian form. I have written it here. Now we need to find what is our b1 and b2. So you can clearly see that this is our b1, this is our b2. We don't need to worry about all these. No need to worry about all these. We can directly find our b1 and b2 and then write it, okay. And then from b1 and b2, from b1 and b2 you can see that you can find your a1, b1 and c1. This is b1 vector, b2 vector, but these are direction ratios, a1, b1 and c1, a2, b2 and c2. So you can clearly see that a1 is 1, b2 is 2 and c2 is a1 is 1, b1 is 2, c1 is 2, and a2 is 3, b2 is 2, c2 is 6. You can clearly see that. Now according to our formula, you can see that I have this formula which I have proven previously. I have substituted my values and then multiplied. I got this and this, okay. This explanation I don't think I have to do because we have done already. So you can clearly see that cos theta is equal to 19 by, this is 3, this is 7, 9 3 is a 3 7 is 21. So cos theta is this, and our angle is cos inverse of 19 by 21. So this is one topic. Another video we will do with another topic. I don't want to mix them together because you need separate understanding for that. So this much for this angle. Thank you.